What if you traveled thousands of miles for a better life, only to discover you couldn't leave? What if your employer controlled your job, your passport, even your freedom? This isn't a movie. This is real life for millions of migrant workers. Across the Middle East, a system quietly governs labor, a system called the Kafala system. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. Some call it opportunity. Others call it modern-day slavery. But how did this system begin? Why does it still exist today? And who really benefits from it? Because once you understand how it works, you'll never look at those glittering skylines the same way again. Cut to black. This is the untold history of the Kafala system. The roots of the Kafala system go back to the mid-20th century, when oil was discovered in countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates. These nations transformed almost overnight, from deserts into booming economies. But there was one problem. They didn't have enough workers. So they turned outward, recruiting labor from countries like India, Pakistan, Philippines, Bangladesh. To manage this massive flow of foreign workers, governments created a sponsorship system. This became known as Kafala, an Arabic word meaning guarantee or sponsorship. At first, it seemed simple. A local employer, the kafil, would sponsor a worker's visa, provide a job, take responsibility for them. But over time, this system evolved into something far more powerful and controversial. Under the Kafala system, a worker's legal status is directly tied to their employer. That means, you cannot change jobs without permission. You often cannot leave the country without approval. Your passport may be held by your employer. Imagine that. Your entire life in a foreign country depends on one person. If you lose your job, you can lose your right to stay. If you try to leave, you might be blocked. This creates a power imbalance that many human rights groups say opens the door to exploitation, forced labor, abuse. For decades, the Kafala system operated quietly. But everything changed when global attention turned to FIFA World Cup 2022. As Qatar prepared for the tournament, millions of migrant workers were brought in to build stadiums. Reports began to surface. Workers facing extreme heat, low wages, restricted movement. The world started asking questions. Who built these cities? And at what cost? In response to international pressure, some countries began reforms. For example, Qatar introduced changes allowing workers to change jobs without employer permission, leave the country more freely. United Arab Emirates and others made partial adjustments. But critics argue, laws changed, but enforcement remains inconsistent. Some workers still report delayed wages, confiscated passports, poor living conditions. So the question remains, has the system truly changed or just adapted? The Kafala system persists because it serves multiple interests. Governments maintain control over foreign populations. Employers access cheap, controlled labor. Workers still see it as a path out of poverty. This creates a complicated truth. For many workers, even difficult conditions are better than no opportunity at home. Behind every statistic is a human being. A father sending money home. A mother working abroad for her children. A young man chasing a dream. Some succeed. Others find themselves trapped in a system they didn't fully understand. Is the Kafala system a necessary economic structure, or a system that enables exploitation? Human rights organizations argue it resembles modern-day forced labor. Governments argue reforms are happening. The truth? It lives somewhere in between. Today, millions still live under the Kafala system. Some are building dreams, others are trying to escape them. But here's the real question. As the world becomes more connected and more aware, can a system built on control survive in an age demanding freedom? Or are we witnessing the beginning of its end? Pause. Because what happens next won't just affect the Middle East. It could redefine the future of global labor itself. For more videos like this, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.